What is this? Are we being attacked at such a young hour? Ophelia, who is this impertinent king? DMMF, where does that name sound familiar? Oh yes, he did lend me that copy of A Knight's Tale earlier. I was going to return it, but I feel like watching it again. The tale of young William Thatcher, a penniless squire who rises up to challenge the corrupt aristocracy. It warms the cockles of the heart, really. Oh, and speaking of warming, Ophelia, remind me to tell the taxman to raise taxes by 10%. This castle doesn't warm itself. What in deuce's name is that he's sending against us? It looks like a rumbling pile of rocks. Well, speaking of deuces, it does look like something that the dwarves over in his realm would have spat out in the dookies. But no matter, the prince made quick work of that rumbling pile of doo-doo. I do hope the fighting snaps the prince out of his reverie. Just yesterday he told me how cooped up he feels in the castle. Cooped up? When I was his age, I only had a mere chateau to roam around. What I wouldn't have given to have a full-sized castle to explore. Oh, bless his stars. It looks like the king is trying to use goblins against us. Well, I remember the last time I saw goblins. They were all like, oh no, don't kill me. And then I did. Oh, yes, it was a jolly good laugh. Oh, look over there, Ophelia. It appears as though Mr. Pickles is getting friendly with the tapestry. Oh, the way he does that reminds me of the way your father attacks a ham on the feast of Midsummer's Eve. Yes, in fact, Ophelia, why don't you call the prince over here? He might learn a thing or two from Mr. Pickles. What is that? The prince is out on the battlefield? Not only that, but he's taken down a tower. Oh, jolly good. Good on the prince. Although, I remember back in my day, I didn't even have a horse with which to ride upon into battle. I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a fireball at your door. Yeah, well, I suppose I did miss my true calling as a troubadour, although being a king does have its perks. How dare he send another rumbling pile of excrement at us? Knights, take arms. We will expel this false king from our lands. Oh, look at the time. It appears as though the royal jousting tournament and the royal fencing tournament have to be postponed. If the royal feast gets pushed back, you will be looking at one peeved king. You know, this kind of reminds me of that scene in A Knight's Tale, where Sir Coville asks William if he could withdraw, that way he could keep his dignity. If only DMMF would have learned, maybe he too could have kept his dignity. Oh, what is this? Ophelia, we have been victorious. Oh, Ophelia, assist me in the bedchambers, that way we might consummate this victory. Ooh, that tickles.